Hello, this is Alekius, and welcome back to Warplan Orange as the Allies at the very last day of 1926. It is New Year's Eve. Time to see what happens. Well, we got a torpedo into the Iwate, which I believe we saw that around Wake quite a while ago. 2 torpedoes. Excellent. Alright, ASW working out. We got a hit on one of the Japanese subs. As annoying as ever. I guess they're not that bad. Really, our subs are probably more annoying for the Japanese than our subs are for, or their subs are for us. Hey, looks like our fleet found something. There was a battleship leaving Wake, and it was the Fuso. How fortuitous. I'm glad we tried to intercept, since we have 0 spare fuel without oiler support. And we are just pummeling the Fuso. 18,000 yards. Daytime, which is to our advantage. Maryland taking a hit. Minor. Tennessee taking a hit. Also minor. Turning fire. Getting some hits on the Fuso. Deck penetration. Critical damage. Fuso is now on fire. Deck penetration, severe damage. Turret hit. Deck armor penetration. Explosion below decks. That fire looks pretty bad now. Explosion. So that's multiple explosions on board the Fuso. Closing into 17,000 yards. More severe fires below decks. I don't think the Fuso will survive. Even if she escapes this combat, she's gonna sink before she gets anywhere. Nothing too remarkable. Waiting for her to return fire again. 15,000 yards now. Maybe we ran into an immunity zone? Because it seems like we're having a lot of ineffective hits. Ooh, torpedoes in the water. Yeah, I'm pretty sure Fuso's done. That is a lot of hits. I'm seeing no messages of explosion or critical hit. Occasionally we see something. She took 4 torpedoes, 62 shell hits. Yeah, we pummeled the Fuso. Second Indian Division is now in this hex. They'll join next turn? Nope, looks like they got to fight this turn. Which brings us above 60,000. Ooh, bad turn for us. Very bad casualties. Or as worn out as our forces are probably are from fighting in Luzon, I can't imagine the Japanese are any better off. So it is January 1927. Not seeing anything immediately obvious. We'll go ahead and replenish task force at sea, and we'll send the oilers on ahead to our forward task force. No retirement allowed. Stop that. So we have the Fuso heading southeast. We also have some transports. And another battle group heading west. Catching them is going to be hard. We have a lot of our ammo left. Primary ammo is still stocked, at least on that ship. Let's head down. Do we want to bring down another force? Southeast. I just think it's going to be too long before we get down there. It'll be 3 turns. Who knows where they'll be by then. We'll leave them in place. Okay, Malalap seems to actually be loading the 3rd New Zealand Infantry. Other group isn't at Makin yet. The transport is getting close to Brisbane. Nothing noticeable anywhere else. So, we keep thinking the Japanese are in bad shape, but I'm going to set all to defend, and then all to bombard. That should set everyone to just sit back. We'll lob shells all day long. There is no need to sacrifice lives trying to push an enemy out when we're not going to cross over onto Formosa anytime soon, or Bataan, or any of these other islands. We're focused more on Wake and the Marshalls. So we don't need these troops. I would like to, but we just don't have enough surface forces over here to really take control of this zone. I'm not going to put them on transports. Slow turn. Has been the last few rounds. Last few days have been slow at the beginning. Exciting later on in the day. Alright, we're into the nighttime. Subs trying to poke at the destroyers. Destroyers did get a hit. S-25, southwest of Tokyo. We'll have to check on her. There's the Japanese sub that we're still hunting. And yeah, looks like we found the transports. That's good. I'm not going to belabor this one. We got the tanker, and the minesweeper, and the transport. Perfect. Although it looks like we wasted a lot of ammo on the tanker. Okay, that was a lot of hoo-ha. Fuso sinks. That'll be a feather in our cap. Since the Japanese have had an advantage so far in this war in sinking more Allied capital ships. Another sub attack. Yeah, the subs have been very active last 2 days. Here's our bombardment. 3 casualties. Finish out that turn, and we are on the 2nd of January. Nothing on the Pacific coast. We have our destroyers looking for that sub. Everything else is occurring as it should. Whaler headed back to Midway. Moving west. Yeah, we're not going to chase you. Stop. We'll meet the Oilers halfway. And either there were no troops on board, or they already unloaded. It's starting to get a little frustrating that it won't pick up the troops. I'm probably missing something. Probably one of the differences between War in the Pacific and Warplan Orange. Can we send these guys southwest? March direction is east. They're gonna go like this. Hey, they finally decided they can march to Vigan. Alright, that takes care of that one. I don't think there's anything else to do right now. You've seen our air raids get smaller and smaller because we have no air support. Or ground support for those forward aircraft. And we're about to get that unit of engineers up into here and they'll start repairing those aircraft. So strikes will increase in size again. Okay, sighting plenty of aircraft, ships. Naval bombardment, hitting the port too. Not that that's a big deal either. There's our bombardment at Vigan. Light casualties for the Japanese. And 3rd of January, nothing on the Pacific coast. Nothing chased down around Pearl Harbor. Cruiser heading west. Stop. Oh, that's an interesting path. Let's stand still here. We'll keep the Oilers as well. Looks like we're going to need to do another load of fuel rather than the ammunition that I had wanted to. Also, where are the other ones? They're here, so they've got several more days to get to Pearl Harbor. Sure, we'll go to Joliet and we'll try to pull up the troops from there. Actually, no. No retirement, we'll head to Majuro. You didn't even stay long enough for me to assign you. Or I missed it last turn. Alright, they're 1 or 2 days out from Brisbane. Nothing going on at Singapore. One of the tankers is ready in Borneo, so let's load it with fuel. Unload, retire, Manila. Okay, they've got a ways to go to get to Laong. That'll be another day. Our expected Japanese bombardment of Apari. There's the bombardment at Vigan. Seems like a slow turn. And 4th of January. Tankers at San Francisco. How are we on fuel? Yeah, we should probably keep loading up. Load fuel. Send it to Pearl Harbor. And that'll take care of that convoy. Nothing going on around Pearl Harbor. Midway is fine. Still trying to retreat. I want you to stop that. Send this one to the second in line. I'm sure it's because they have low ammunition. That's right, we have the replenishment ships to load with, unload cargo, and then we'll load with supplies and replenish from port. Makin Atoll, we want to load with supplies. And the 2nd New Zealand Infantry Brigade. And then this one, we'll want to load the other element of that. Brigade. Brisbane, we have 1 more day for the transport to get there. Singapore, we have a pair of destroyers. Put them into the reserve. 1 more day for the Balikpapan. Tanker. No changes to any of this. Do we have? I don't think we have any aircraft engineers in there. Are any of these headed that way? That does not seem to be the case. Let's send this one. If we can. Looks like they will. 31st US is successfully moving finally. We just gotta be careful to not assign our engineers to combat. That'll take us to the end of this episode. So, I thank you for joining me. Appreciate you staying till the end. Please leave a comment, let me know what you think, and I will see you next time. Take care.